Hello, hello. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, we're super happy to have this SellerAmp plus BQool integration kickoff party. Yeah, so I'm going to introduce myself, and everyone else is going to introduce themselves. I'm Samuel, the BQool brand evangelist. I'm also an AI repricing expert. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Allison.
Hey, I'm Allison from SellerAmp. Operational side, make sure your product runs smoothly. That's my gig.
What's up, y'all? I'm Warner. A lot of you guys probably seen Miles and I making some videos for you guys. I just want to build as many profitable sellers as possible, working from the SellerAmp side of things.
Oh yeah, so and then Miles as well, Flips for Miles, working with Warner and Allison and the team at SellerAmp as well. And we're excited that we're integrating with BQool, and we're going to show you guys how that works tonight.
That's awesome. And I just want to show everybody like what we're going to talk about today, so you guys all know the flow. We're going to talk about the motivation behind the integration. How did it all happen? How did, Warner, Miles, how did they bring us together? And then also the benefits and also different scenarios. And we're going to tell you how to set it up. And we're going to give out a giveaway. How much is the giveaway?
Over $4,000.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's fire. Look at that. Yeah. So, that's a lot of money. And I know, Warner, right? Like, look at the first price, $14.79. How much did you start with when you were like doing books and stuff like that?
Pretty much just pretty much that amount of money, right? So that would have doubled my startup. So, y'all can scan the code there and get in on that last minute draw there if you're not already getting some free BQool, some free SellerAmp. We're gonna dive into some cool stuff with you guys tonight, just kind of breaking down the integration.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, if you could put all that money, if you win this, into inventory. And then there's a book, the 7 Habits of Successful People, that tell you to use the best tools possible to run your business. Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about, how did we start? What's the motivation behind this integration? And I wanted to ask Allison, why did we make this happen?
Yeah, I mean, we've been partners with BQool for almost 2 years now, but we really kept getting more demand and demand. We're both very fond of trying to make your sourcing lives easier, your arbitrage lives easier. And that's what really began to make a lot of sense, because there's so much information that you have when you're in the sourcing process that is critical down the line when you are in the repricing tool. It just made sense to bring it all together to try to simplify your process.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And then I remember like 2 years ago, I think, we're talking with Warner or Miles, and then like you guys said, hey, y'all should like do integration with SellerAmp. Like, what was the motivation behind that? Like, why? Like, why did you say that? Like, I mean, like there's a lot of other companies out there, like what was behind that?
Well, yeah, so we both use BQool ourselves, right? So we're using it our own Amazon business. We love SellerAmp. We use SellerAmp all the time. Warner and I combined have scanned almost 1.4 million ASINs with our SellerAmp accounts, as well as Warner's team, which is pretty cool. So we're using it a lot, right? But once you purchase an item, you need to be able to reprice it correctly. That's a very important part of the component of like being a good arbitrage seller. And it would be a million times easier if you could input your min and max when you source that product rather than several weeks later once it goes live at Amazon. And the easiest way to do that by far is to put some cool fancy tech together from people significantly smarter than all of us, right? And make it nice, easily transferable between the two. And it took a while to get that going, but now it's doable and it's ready for all y'all.
And I remember like a couple of months ago, like we were in like Miami, and then we all, well, Allison didn't take her shirt off, but we took her shirt off. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. And did the Superman thing. Yeah. So that was great. Yeah. And then like, there's Al, big shout out to Al. And like, what were some of the difficulties, Allison, that we faced, like when we're trying to put the integration together?
There's a lot of long emails between a lot of developers, weren't there? Yeah. So, it's fun. I think BQool gets the same thing. It's like, can you just add this feature? And it's like, there's a lot of things that have to go into the feature, so to make it happen. But it was a lot of setting up the communication back and forth between both of us. So we're sure that the information that you enter into SellerAmp gets to BQool and vice versa, so you're able to quickly get back to SellerAmp once you're in BQool. We didn't want to cause any hiccups or speed bumps in that process because, again, we're trying to make it smoother, right? So, but I'm happy to say we're here. It works. We've actually got our first customers already integrated and using it. So we just want to get
I've been
everybody
seeing a
else
little bit of
on board.
feedback. People are loving it already. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys can already play around with it. It's been fun. I've been messing with it. So it's cool. We're gonna be diving into all the use cases and that kind of stuff tonight.
Exactly.
And I think what's really helpful, I know like the BQool founder, they're also Amazon sellers, and then also for SellerAmp, they're also Amazon sellers. And then so there's, and of course, Miles and Warner. So there's a lot of different scenarios that people face that people might not think of. So we had to get all those business flows working to make sure, because, we're talking about like prices, right? Pricing, which is, related to your profits as well. So people really care about that. So you have to be very careful when we set everything up. And then that's why we did the pre-announcement in March. And we said we're going to launch in Q2. And we actually launched, like the very first few days of Q2. So when we say that we're going to launch something, we launch it. Yeah. And let's go into some of the benefits. I'm going to ask Miles, what do you think, are some of the main benefits of this integration?
Yeah, so it helps you just stay a lot more organized overall because it's a pain to go back to your ASINs once they check in and figure out the situation min and max wise as well. And not only is it going to be a time saver because you don't have to go back and do that separate step, it also theoretically should be more profitable because you make your best pricing decisions when the deal is like in your mind. Basically, in that the way you do product research is obviously like when you find a good lead, you buy it, you don't necessarily start repricing it then, but you have your best idea of your target pricing and how you want to treat that item when you source it. And now you'll be able to make those decisions on the fly and not have to like organize them essentially for the future, which is a pain, I would say, from personal experience.
Yeah.
And this is to Warner, how do you think this is going to change the workflow, like when you're sourcing or repricing, like let's say for your workflow?
Yeah, I mean, as far as when you're actually sourcing the items, like Miles was saying, like there's no reason to wait 2 weeks and all that and come back to it. Like, you can just kind of immediately punch in those mins and maxes, and then when everything goes live, just hit the play button, let it go, let it start ripping, right? Like you already know kind of what that min and max where you want it to hang out in, so you can set that right when you buy it. It's also a good you can look back and see when you're sourcing, like, oh, I was right. Like my min price stayed true. Like this was a good item, or maybe not. Maybe I got to learn a little bit for next time. Maybe I got to look out for a seller increase, like whatever it is, right? Just be able to kind of audit that on the fly, right? And then within the BQool side, it's also pretty useful because we can see a lot more like data from SellerAmp where we can kind of, instead of clicking back and forth, we can see it all in one place and just kind of make an educated decision based on the charts that are showing up right there.
And for like the SellerAmp customers, like Allison, like what do you think is some of the main benefits of this integration?
Of this integration, I mean, it's really which part of the game do you want to look at? Like you said, whether it's just that momentary when, like Miles said, when you're there, you're making the decision, you're making a quick decision, but your mind is very focused on it. You want to retain that information, don't you? You want to be able to revisit that product straight from BQool to say, hey, how is this product performing now? I personally love being able to see your stock levels of anything that you have already in BQool. So, that are any of your listings that are in there, any of your inventory that's in there. So just being able to quickly look at it while you're sourcing, especially if you're a team, think about it. If you're a team, you might not know how much exists. And here you could be out in a store doing some RA, maybe you're doing OA, but here you can quickly see, hey, oh, I've got this already, or, oh, we definitely need to get more of these. So really being able to have that quick glance and see how that product's doing, but then also reprice on the fly too. I love repricing on the fly. Making that momentary decision of, oh, it's time to change that rule.
So you're vacationing, like you went to the Bahamas, for example. You could reprice at the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
You can recreate all the all the videos you see on Instagram where you're working on the beach for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're working on the beach. They're gonna get sand in their laptop. I guess you can you can reprice on the beach now, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And then y'all want to, like, where's everybody from? Y'all want to give a shout out to all your all your friends and who are in here? Let's see who's in here. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Let us know city and
Yeah,
state in the chat. Let us know
who's
city
in
and
the
state
chat?
in the
Who's
chat.
We
hanging out
got
with us
Pennsylvania
tonight?
representing, and
Same.
Toronto,
Pennsylvania.
New
Hey, that's from
Orleans.
your hometown.
Yeah, one of the
wow.
like really the biggest thing that made such a difference for Warner and I's Amazon businesses took off like crazy once we were made friends, started working together, started buying the same ASINs, and a great way to do that is to find people that are in your local area.
Yeah. We got
That's-
everybody's coming in. We got LA, we got Brazil, we got Canada, we got Alabama.
Yeah, big
and
shout out
Miami.
to Gina,
Gina's
hey,
great,
from
yeah.
Toronto.
North
Hey, I'm Canadian.
Carolina.
Yeah, and then there's a Stanley Cup going on, right?
Oh,
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Tampa Bay
hey,
Tempest,
Amazon
right?
sellers love Stanley Cups. Yeah. yeah.
Maybe a different kind of Stanley Cup, but
Oh,
yeah.
I'm tweeting that for sure in a heartbeat. You're telling me what happened with this Stanley Cup? I'm tweeting that in a heartbeat. That's
Hey, Samuel,
then-
you got
Good.
our opinion on it, but let's hear
Yes,
your
we got
opinion
your
on
opinion.
it. What do you
Well,
think? What's your favorite feature of this integration?
I think for the BQool users that you guys mentioned about the convenience, and then what I really like for our lower tier clients, they'll have another calculator that they could use. They could see what the ROI is. So it would greatly help. And then also you get a lot more data at your fingertips. Like let's say you're repricing, you could see the buy box statistics. You will know what the stock level is. You also get access to Keepa as well. And what I really like is also the mobile features. There's people who use BQool on their cell phones. I've talked to some of them, but it'll be even better if there's an app. And so now, if you're a SellerAmp user, you could definitely use BQool on the go, on the app, on the Chrome extension. It saves enormous amount of time. So it's really going to increase the workflow as well. Now, I want to ask Warner, what scenario do you see this being most useful to sellers?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a big time saver, right? Like it's just on the fly, kind of setting all that kind of stuff. The big one I kind of mentioned is just like not having to switch between a bunch of different tabs. Now we can all kind of do it in one place and make that educated decision. And yeah, we've got a bunch of cool stuff we're gonna break down for you guys as well. Just kind of show you some use cases too.
And then this is for Miles. What type of sellers do you think this would be most useful for?
Yeah, so it's most applicable if you're initially getting going, like you're getting sales initially to the point where it makes sense to have a repricer. But anyone who obviously has a repricer, which means you got a couple ASINs live, you want to take advantage of this pretty quick because it's just going to make life a lot easier in terms of getting going with that process and not needing to reference back.
Should we go in and show people the demo?
Let's do it. Let's dive in. Let's dive in.
Let's do it. Let's dive in. All right.
Examples too. So we're going to show you guys, a couple different examples in terms of different business models too, a couple different products.
Fantastic. So, well, the most important thing, if you haven't done this yet, is you need to subscribe to SellerAmp and also BQool.
And BQool.
Yeah, otherwise, it's not going to work, right?
That is true.
If you haven't yet, make sure to use one of the links that we have here. And so, go to selleramp.com, go to the free trial, sign up for it so you could use it right away. Go to BQool, start the free trial there. And then you have it. And so the way that we set up, I'm just going to quickly show you for everybody to understand how this works is you first go into BQool, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And then you go into settings and you toggle it on, and then you connect to SellerAmp, and then you click save. So it's pretty quick. It's pretty easy. Yeah. So let me just show you guys this right now.
It prevents you from having to go copy that key and take it over to SellerAmp. Just start in BQool, connect right through there. Boom. Easy peasy.
So we're going to go into the software now. So assuming that you are already a SellerAmp or BQool customer, and so that's the most important thing. Don't remember anything from today. Subscribe, sign up. We have a 14-day free trial. You might be able to get even a longer free trial if you check some of the links. And then so here, inside BQool, once you sign in, you're going to go to listings, and you're going to go to active listing right here. And then once you're in active listings, you'll see all your different ASINs in there, and you don't see the SellerAmp icon yet. So you're going to go into settings, and then you click on general. And then once you're in general, you just have to toggle it on. And once you toggle it on, it'll bring you to the SellerAmp page automatically, and then it's going to copy the token. And then so then you just press connect right here. And then you're going to see like connection has been updated, like super fast. And then this is where everybody forgets to do. Like, like I was always a good student and I always saved my work. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then so you have to save, right?
Yes.
So you go back into BQool and then you got to go down here and press save. Yeah. And then so this way, then the integration works. All right. So you remember you have to save.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's one other thing we should probably mention on the SellerAmp page, Samuel, shouldn't we? When you, whoops, wait, let me let you show the logo there. There we go.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. All the
Icon is
hold
there.
on. Okay. Yeah. Give me 1 second here. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like you want to, once you're inside SellerAmp, there's also something that you can do, which I really like about SellerAmp.
Most of you may understand, or maybe not, that in your settings, you can actually move your panels around, especially when you're on the extension or the mobile app. It's so handy to have the panels that you want right at the top, right? So just make sure that you go in and you adjust BQool and move it to the position that you want it in. Otherwise, you're going to be scrolling all the way down to the bottom.
So inside BQool, you'll open up the SellerAmp tab. And then once you open up the SellerAmp tab, there's a place that you can press here. I'm just going to show it on the screen so it's easier to follow along here. So let me just share it on my screen, and then y'all can tell me where to go. Okay. All right. Here's a free wholesale Contour. Here's a free wholesale for you guys. Yeah. But anyway, let's go down, and then so
settings.
I go here, right? The settings.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm just going to stop sharing here so you can't see my token. Yeah.
That's very
minor detail. Minor detail. Samuel just ends up with a bunch of rando products in his account. Oh.
Yes. Yes. Like some free ASINs, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. Yeah. Sharing the love. Like, oh, wait. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Hold on a second.
Behind the scenes action for the boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing that. But who has a funny joke like while I'm doing this?
I'm here to tell you that we've got a user who's getting himself set up, and he said he got an error, but then he realized he didn't save it. So good job, Manny. Good job. Good job. You figured it out. So there we go. There you are in settings, and BQool will be.
So
down
what am
at
I
the
supposed to do?
Yep. And just use that move button, and you can drag it anywhere you want to. Drag it all the way up to the top if you want, and then again, don't forget to hit save at the bottom. There we go.
Yes.
And then once you go back to your analysis, your BQool panel will be right at the top there.
Oh, no. Okay. Hold on a second.
Go to the home button. Yep. There we go.
All right. There we go.
There we go.
All right. We have the buy box, analysis here. We have the BQool thing up here. And then inside the BQool panel, you'll see it you'll see the SellerAmp listings. So these are the ones that we've exported over from SellerAmp. So should we do some like actual scenarios for people like to see some applicable? So let's show them one example here.
Okay, perfect.
All right, we're gonna find the example, and then this way everyone could see it. So I'm playing over here. All right, so I'm gonna just skip over here, and then. Hold on a second. We're gonna because of time, we're just gonna go to right here. Yeah, we're gonna just start right here. All right, go ahead. Take it away.
Yeah. So this is the most useful case for pretty much all you guys, right? So you're looking at a product like this that you found. You want to kind of store any of this information in BQool right away. You can start just kind of setting the min price, max price, and when you're looking at an item, you might want like different repricing rules. So in this case, we're just kind of punching in our cost price there. So let's say we paid $10 for the soccer ball. And we want to immediately send some of that information to BQool, right? So we just go ahead and scroll to wherever you got BQool kind of oriented on your SellerAmp panel. That's going to show you, the ASIN condition. Then you can also start setting that min and max price right there. So like we're talking about, you don't have to wait for the product to show up at Amazon. You don't have to wait for it all to check in. Like you can just kind of do it all within SellerAmp now, right? So we can go ahead and set that up. One thing you might want to check before you do is changing like the min and max price based on the charts that we show you on SellerAmp as well. So right here is like this item's usually like $25 or more. Maybe you don't want to make a sale under 26 or something. You see it like the buy box jumping up every now and then. Maybe you want to set that minimum at 27, 28. Only catch those super high price sales. That's something you're going to learn just by looking at the chart function right there, right? So we can go ahead and head back down, right? And then we can just go ahead and finalize whatever repricing rule we want to set based on kind of the info that we've studied looking at the item.
Absolutely, including that repricing rule.
Yeah, and then here, like you could also put the additional costs, like if you have a
if you got a prep center,
for example. Yeah, like let's say $1.20, $1.30, and then you have packing material as well. So yeah, you could definitely do that, and then you could like put in the mins, the max. So it's just like what Warner said, and then then you export it, and then you could pick a rule. And then for this item, like we picked Profit Booster, which is our AI 2.0. So it goes above the buy box, and then you're able to price it higher. And then basically, once you save it, it's going to get saved. And then inside the BQool panel, now you'll find it in the SellerAmp integration place. Yeah, and then how do we check it, Warner? Like, how do we check if it's the same ASIN, is the right product? Once the product comes in.
Yeah. Just give it a little second. So it said it takes 5 minutes or so. It'll show up on the BQool side there. Make sure you got the same product. Make sure it all working smooth for you. But that's what all the smart engineers are for, right? Just make sure that's correct all the time. So shouldn't have any issues there. But you can just make sure everything is all good to go there. Make sure you still like your repricing decision, and then roll from there.
Yep. And it's worth mentioning that once you go back in and revisit that SKU in SellerAmp, you can adjust everything on it except the condition and the fulfillment method. So you can just send the information back over to BQool.
Yeah, and then you could also update it as well, and you'll have that information. And let's show you another example, like another scenario that people use is, let's say you're doing RA, and then I copied Miles and Warner, and I did like 20 hours of like sourcing while I was in the US. And then so maybe Miles could talk us through, like, because I spent a long time and I finally found some items.
Rocking up to TJ Maxx here, about to do some damage, right? Strapped up with the SellerAmp, about to do some damage here.
Representing on the gear there.
Yeah,
there you go. Of course, right? Is it going to be socks? Is it going to be socks? Ooh, maybe.
After looking for 45 minutes, like
not socks, not today.
So anyway, I found some Under Armour socks. And then Miles, how does this work? Like once we have it on the app.
So SellerAmp's going to tell you, right, if you're profitable, how quick it sells. You can check the chart as well, make sure it's nice and profitable. And then say this was a buy, which it looks like it is, right, at those metrics. Now you can go ahead and analyze it right there with the Keep It chart and see the metrics in terms of where you want to price it, and then go ahead and actually enter in that data on the BQool integration that now exists as well. Right there. So boom, get it in there, right? Get in there, enter, right? Rule, min, max, fulfillment type, additional costs as well, right? Any sales tax potentially for RA that we're, want to be using that sales tax permit too, right? And then you can zap it out. And then you got to go immediately right after you do that. You got to start scanning more product, right? You got to lock down the items, right? And then you have to go and find more. Yeah, immediately. Like you can't wait a second. You got to go and find more items.
But the great part is that data is just waiting for you in BQool then. So
in stereo brings up a great point, right? Amazon's on those socks, but the offer count is oscillating, so they are moving. Right. So even though Amazon's on them, right, which SellerAmp's going to tell us that, we'd see they're still moving right there. See, now the portable charger right there is a major pro tip too, right? Major pro tip too on the portable charger.
That's right. Like you want one with like, fast charging, right?
Yep.
Like that's
the portable charger integration as well, right? That one's already existed, but yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, like basically it's super easy. Like if you're, doing it for RA, and then you want to, like for your flow, like you're scanning the products, you're sourcing, and then you could just have your costs. And then the major difference now is you could put the repricing rule in there as well, and also your min and max. So like, let's say you go to, when you go back, you might, maybe you scan like 100 products or 1.4 million in some cases. And then, so like, you're not going to remember every single item, like how much you got it for. And then you either have to use like Excel list or something to keep track of all your costs. But with this, it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
Like you'll be able to just send it over to BQool and you have the costs in there. And then you'll be able to set your min and max, like when you purchase the item. And then you could also set a rule as well. Yeah, just when you're, when you have the cost. And then let's take another look at one more scenario here, just to let people know, what other scenarios they have. And then the scenario I'm thinking about, like, let's say if you have like, sourcing products for VAs, what do you think would be like the use case for, like, let's say a VA is sourcing products for you? Do you think a VA could also help you like set the min and max for you if you give them like a criterias? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, especially if you got VA that's been with you for a while and you trust them with the profit on your account and all that kind of stuff. You can just have them start integrating with that. So I'll probably have my team lead start to take a look at that as he's basically deciding what we want to buy. Maybe going in and setting in some mins and maxes there. Save me a little bit of time on the repricing end, because that's basically like the bulk of what I still do for my business, because pricing is a profitable decision point, right? So it just kind of saves me a little bit of time there. I'll have him kind of do the preemptive side, and I'll go in and check it out after you kind of set something.
So basically, like, the process would be like, let's say you have your VA sourcing for you. Now you could also have your VAs set your min and max for you. And then if you could still decide. So when you have it in SellerAmp, you could decide you want to enable repricing or not enable. So you could like, don't enable it first. And then you can check, make sure that you're comfortable, and then you can enable it. Or if you've been working with a VA for a really long time, you trust them as well, then you can let them enable it as well. But it's a pricing decision, so you gotta be very careful with that. Yeah, that's from our recommendation.
And I know there's certainly some people that have anybody, whether it's a VA or team member, that you don't want to get into the repricer necessarily. This just gives them that freedom to contribute, right? Contribute their ideas, their thoughts.
Absolutely. And then so now, like, we're gonna go to, like, I mean, the people's favorite part here, right? Like we're going to do like the giveaway, and then, how much are we giving away? It's not one, it's not two, it's not three.
Over $4,000.
$4,000. Yeah, it's crazy.
4,137. Yeah. Did I get it right? I think we need to flash that code up again, just to make sure that everybody got registered.
We're gonna give people
one more
chance.
Time.
One more chance. All right.
QR
Okay.
Code if we can.
Let's give the family a chance.
Yeah.
They're excited in chat. She said she was going to chill tonight. Now she's going to start using the integration. That's what's up.
All right. Last chance. Last chance.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I guess we can answer a couple of questions. Yeah, we'll take any questions. Yep. Yeah. So, hey, there's a fun game. Like, I know the U.S. and Russia, they're not good friends right now, but we could play Russian roulette. So we can each like just take a question and we'll answer it. Yeah. So who wants to go
pressure's
first?
Pressure's on. Okay.
Gina had a question about BQool for you, Samuel, if you want to take that one.
Okay, where's that question? Let me see.
She's asking if BQool provides descriptions of all the different rule types for someone who hasn't used it before.
Yeah, we have it. We have a handout that shows you all the different rule types. Basically, we give you recommendation as well. So definitely go to our YouTube channel, check out our tips, and then we also have a free PDF handout that you can get. You can also contact our live chat and ask them for the repricing, like which repricing rule to use. Like, so we have some handouts like that. Yeah, and then all right, so I've answered my question. Yeah, so who wants it?
Gina had a follow-up though.
Gina had another good question. Yeah, she asked if she sets a min and max price, and when she's sourcing, she decides to buy, then sends it to FBA. How does it help you if the price is changed during the shipment? That's going to be kind of that's up to your sourcing, right, Gina? So if the price goes up or down, like, hopefully you'll be able to predict that on the front end of things. It'll be a good way to like test your sourcing skills too. So as long as you're buying it and buying stuff that stays profitable, you'll be solid, Gina.
Yeah, for sure.
That just comes down to leveraging discounts, coupons, cashback, wholesale accounts, whatever you can do to get that buy cost lower. That's the big thing if you're running into that right now.
One suggestion: keep an eye on that ranks and prices panel in SellerAmp, because it'll show you if there's a price war going on, if there's been more decreases in price than increases in price recently. So might be an indicator that you're probably gonna have to revisit that if it is a race to the bottom, shall we say?
Okay. This is a good question. I'm just gonna show it up here, and then can I connect from SellerAmp side? I'll take this one. I guess like you can connect from the BQool side, but you have to sign up to SellerAmp. So make sure to sign up to SellerAmp and then also to sign up to BQool. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a subscriber of both, you can connect through SellerAmp, but you do have to go back to BQool to initiate it to make it go live, shall we say? So yes, you can actually connect it through your settings in SellerAmp, but then hop over to BQool and flip it live.
Okay, good question from Crystal here. So Crystal says, what is the best advice you can give to a brand new reseller coming into the business? So let's each give a tip here. So my first tip for Crystal is, it looks like she has a nice child in the picture. Got to teach him to source ASAP. Right away, Crystal. Right away. Right.
They look about three-ish, right? They can source.
Yeah,
they
it
can
looks
source.
like
family
two or three. Yeah.
he or she's going to be getting started a little late as well. But my biggest piece of advice for new sellers, or really any sellers in general, is get into the community. Put yourself out there. Find other people that you would be friends with if they live nearby. Even if they don't live nearby, even better if they do live nearby. And that's going to just introduce you to tons of good information you wouldn't normally find, right? And that you want to, you're the average of the 5 Amazon sellers you talk to the most. And a lot of beginner sellers don't really have anyone in their network yet. And it's great coming to streams like this, being active in the chat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, social media platforms. All of that's free, and that makes the process a lot more fun and a lot more profitable.
Yeah, without question, such a great resource. And we actually attend groups here in our area, and nobody has ever said, no, I don't want to answer your question. Like, everybody's always super willing to sit and chat with you and help you through things.
Cool. Yeah, GSD said to give the kid the credit card, let him hit the outlets.
Hey, that has happened. Like, I saw
that's a good one.
There's cases like kids are buying stuff online from Amazon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Make sure to scan that QR code to join the giveaway as well.
Yeah.
Right.
I like to add from just what Miles said. Like, if you're a new seller, you're new to reselling, like, you should try to get as much sales as you can. Otherwise, you can't get ungated. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be stuck. You can't sell that many products. And so you have to sell the products that you are already ungated in. And this way you can get ungated faster. And then the way to get into the buy box is, if you don't have a professional account, there's no possible way to get into the buy box. So you have to get a professional account on Amazon. And then the next step, maybe after you have maybe 50 ASINs, you should get a repricer. Yeah.
Is the giveaway still open? A couple of them are saying that we closed it off. Want to make sure that
so we're closing the giveaway.
Sweet.
Yeah, we
Cool.
close the giveaway now. Okay, so we
make sure
close the
everybody
giveaway.
knows.
Yeah, and then now we're gonna add all the names into the wheel of names. Yeah, we should get,
the virtual hat.
Yeah.
It's a virtual hat that we're pulling names out of.
Oh, Miles has a drum roll going on. Where's your drum roll? Yeah. Can we get a drum roll?
We've also got Jennifer, who won at Miami Sellers in chat. She was saying that she's appreciating the software.
Hey, excellent.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and then we did get us, we get a content family for chat. Yeah,
thank you, Amazon guy.
Big shout out. Thank you. Thanks
Rebecca says, "Please reopen." Nemo says, "Please reopen."
Yeah, is there any chance we can reprice the giveaway open again?
I think they have to manually input some stuff.
Yeah, they have to manually put all this stuff. Otherwise, it's not fair for the people, right? But all right, so we're gonna put on the. Can we reopen it? Yes. Let's do it.
Nope.
Right.
Be BQool.
Yeah.
Okay, last 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds.
Okay, everybody get your camera ready. Ready?
Just
Get your camera ready. Get your camera ready.
You add it to the SellerAmp spreadsheet.
All right, I'm gonna share the so now we closed it. Yeah, 30 seconds. We've closed it now. Okay, so there's no names on here yet. Yeah. We should get an affiliate link for this wheel of names.
Low key. Yeah,
with as much as you guys use it.
Yeah, we ungated the wheel of names.
And then okay, so can I get the latest all right, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go now. Oh wait, no. Hold on a second. Can we send the list of names? Yeah, like everybody. Don't miss out
the list of names integration. We're working on that right now too. Yeah.
Did they get the code?
All right, perfect. Okay, so So now I'm going to add everybody on here. So yeah, pasting it in at this moment.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. A lot of people on the list.
Okay. Oh, I know Reggie.
Ready?
Oh, Charles, let's go. Oh, some of my guys on here. Let's go.
Where's the results? On the top? I don't see that.
Wow,
Where is
that's
it?
a lot of
Alright.
names, right?
Right,
That looks like
yeah.
a crowded buy box analysis.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
That looks like every.
wow.
It's looking like a
this is-
like a Christmas Lego listing buy
Right.
box rotation.
Hey, this is-
You get
yeah.
it for these
Hey,
5 minutes. You get it for
He'll
these.
be a good
5
guy to work with in the UK for y'all. Yeah, like this. he's a good
Man,
guy, yeah.
oh bless you,
Yeah,
dude.
Ahmed.
It's late,
Right.
and he's got little ones.
Oh, I know some of these people too. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna just quickly scroll through, and then the idea is just to show that you guys have all entered in. Yeah. So we don't have their emails. So if you're like competitor, it's not gonna help you. Yeah. And so here we have everybody in here. Everybody's in here, and then now we're gonna do a lucky draw here, and then Miles, can you do the honor? Yeah, can I start drawing? And we're gonna draw which prize are we gonna draw first? The third prize?
SellerAmp flag. I'm flying in like the Olympics.
I like that. Yeah.
T-shirt. Okay.
So just let me know when to spin the wheel, and then this is for $879. This is for 6 months of BQool $100 plan, and then for $279 getting serious plan thanks to SellerAmp. So yeah, just let me know when to draw, when I should play.
3, 2, 1. Do it.
All right, spin. Who's it gonna be?
Reginald Jean
can't-
Louise. Ah,
All right.
oh, let's go. Oh, good.
That's
Carlos,
some Carlos.
Awesome. Good.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Let's go.
Carlos, take a screenshot of that, bud. Take a
Yeah,
screenshot
so-
of that.
Then make sure to take a screenshot, and then we're drawing the top 3 prizes. So if somebody like contacts you and said you won something, it's not real. Yeah, it's not real unless it's coming from like BQool, or SellerAmp support email. And then so Carlos, please contact support@BQool.com and support@SellerAmp.com, and also show us a screenshot that you're in the live stream. So in order to be fair for everybody, you have to stay in the live stream in order for you to win the prize. So that's going to be fair. Like, what do you guys think? That's fair, right?
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get Carlos in.
Okay. So we're gonna now remove Carlos. So everybody's chance just got better now.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Yeah, like point 2% or
0.17,
something. Yeah.
0.0017, yeah. All right,
So,
Warner. handle the
Yeah,
count.
let's hit round
Yeah,
2.
let's
Let's
go.
hit round 2.
Let's hit round 2. Let's do it. Yeah.
And let's get it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And let's get a winner.
All right.
Starts with an M.
Trying to predict. Wait.
Oh,
No.
the Vegas odds. Oh, I just got hammered
Awesome,
on the parlay. I had the first leg. I had the first leg with Carlos, but the parlay just went under.
So congratulations, Chakra. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, make sure to take a screenshot.
Yeah, Shakira.
And then email us at support@BQool.com or support@SellerAmp.com to claim your prize. And then the last the top prize here.
Woo,
this is for
here we
one
go.
full year of BQool $100 plan, and also for 1 full year of the Getting Serious. That's a premium plan for SellerAmp as well. So Allison, yeah, just let me know when you want to do the drawing.
Okay, on your marks, get set, spin that wheel, and stop.
Starts with a J. Ends with an L.
I'm gonna go S.
P. Oh,
That's
awesome.
All right, congratulations, Dylan. Yeah, for winning. So take a screenshot, comment in the chat, if you won, and take a screenshot and let us know, and contact us at support@BQool.com and support@SellerAmp.com. And then for everybody else, we'll also do 5 drawings later, and then BQool will contact you for the other 5 prizes as well. And then, but for everybody else, we do have something that is very special, very generous, that you don't want to miss. It's a very, very good deal here. And let me just share my screen so y'all could see this here. And then here we have a special deal, a special promo that's only going to be available for a limited time. And, you know, Prime Day is happening too, right? So I'll do the BQool part here. Basically, we're going to give you a total of $45 off over 3 months. So that's going to cover you for Prime Day, and then for parts of Q3, so that you can get ahead on this for the monthly plan. If you're on the $100 plan or more, you can get $10 off the first month, $15 the second month, and $20 off the third month. And then it's for new users and also for existing users. And then we have another plan, which is a great deal. And then if you have maybe less than 100 listings or maybe less than 200 listings, this plan is a $540 plan. Usually it only gives you 10 AI listings, but we're going to give you 100. So 90 more than the usual 10 AI listings. And then this plan actually gives you 5,000 listings in total if you want to use rule-based as well. And then also we're going to give you 1 extra month. So it comes down to, I think, around 40 something dollars, like less than $41 per month. And you get the AI repricing, which is a steal. Yeah. And then this isn't going to last. This kind of deal doesn't appear like there's nowhere that's going to be cheaper anywhere. You can check the internet. And then so you can get this deal, and it's going to go till July 15th. Yeah. And then there's also a special deal. So if you guys want, you guys take a screenshot of this, and you could use it up to July 15th. And then for SellerAmp, like what do we have for SellerAmp?
What we're going to do is we got 50% off the first month using the code BQoolSummer. And then if you prefer to go annual, you already saved money by going annual, but you can get 10% off the first year for BQoolSummer Annual. So that will also expire 15th of July. So for our new subscribers, come on in, have a look around. We think you're going to enjoy it. And this integration is going to make your life easier.
Yeah, go scan some products, feel maybe a TJ Maxx, some online arbitrage, right? 4th of July is coming up. Prime Day is coming up. There'll be a lot of good sourcing then. A lot of good deals going on right now too.
And lots of sales coming because of back to school, right?
Right? Print some arbitrage wealth. Print some FBA
Absolutely.
wealth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I just want to add, because I was trying to figure out like this 10% off. Like it's actually like a really good deal.
It is. It doesn't sound that good, does it?
It doesn't sound that good. It doesn't sound that good.
Yeah.
Discount on
I checked the plan carefully.
Basically an extra month off. Yeah. So,
yes,
our usual price gives you 12 months for the price of 10, and this basically gives you 12 months for the price of 9. So yeah, definitely worth it.
So print the back to school wealth. You must. You must.
Okay, Yoda.
I'll just explain this in if you don't mind me sharing your pricing table, if you don't mind me, just
Sure.
for everyone to understand. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I was trying to figure this out. Basically, if you're on the monthly, it's $19.95. And then if you're on the annual, it's $16.63. So you get like some discount. You get probably like already like a 15, 20%, 15%, 20% discount if you go on the annual, but you get additional 10%. Like, is that correct, Allison? You get additional 10% off.
That is correct. That is correct.
So it's going to be $15 per month. And then so that's $15 compared to $19.95. So that's almost a 30% saving.
Exactly. Don't forget it is billed annually though. So, there's a little benefit of committing to the annual subscription, isn't there? So yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go to the end here, and this is a time for like Q&A for everyone to ask questions, and then we'll answer some questions. And yeah, we'll love to hear your questions. So type in your questions, and then okay. So somebody asked, are there any special
promos? Yes.
Rewind the live stream. Yeah, Riley. There you go. Riley's got it.
Riley got it.
Perfect. Yeah. And if any of you guys missed the codes or anything, you can just rewind the live stream so you can check that out.
Yeah, live stream will be up on.
Let us know what questions you guys got about the integration, about Amazon, that kind of stuff. We'll hang out here for a second. We'll just we'll hang out here for a sec. Maybe next time you win the prize. Yeah, that's what's up, Nicholas. There's a couple more going out still too. We're gonna do those and email those out, right, Sam?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're
Awesome.
gonna email them
Yep.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, this one. Okay, hey, shout out to this guy. Like, which repricing plan is best for a beginner? I think depending on how many ASINs you have. If you have less than 50, you can just start with like a rule-based one, like a $25 plan. And then if you have more than 50, and it makes sense for you, then you can go on like one of the AI plans. And then, so definitely, the earlier you get to reprice it, the earlier you get into the buy box. So it's important to get into the buy box to get sales, so that you can once you grow your sales, then you can get more and more products much easier and get gated easier.
Yeah, Michael was also asking a good question earlier. It is not any extra, Michael. You just have to already be an existing customer. So if you already use both of us, then you just got a whole bunch of extra free value to check out for your account. It's already live. You can go through the demo we just broke down and start using it.
Awesome. And then there are some questions from other channels as well. So I'm just going to quickly bring them up here. So the question is, how quickly will the update be after exporting? And then Allison, do you want to answer that one?
It's about
Roughly.
up to 5 minutes, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes faster, sometimes slower, but yeah, it's about up to 5 minutes.
Nice. And then here's another question here that we're getting a lot of people asking as well. Will the existing BQool listings be shown on SellerAmp and can be updated? Yeah. And then Miles and Wonder, you guys want to answer that one?
Yeah. Like I was literally messing around with an item today that I sourced like a year ago, and I was changing the price with BQool today. So you don't have to be like a brand new item that you do every time. Like it's everything that's in your BQool account, you can edit through SellerAmp. So it's like if you want to open up the Amazon listing itself and like check out a little more detail or whatever you want to do, like you can do it on any items you've already got, which is cool.
Okay, we have a couple minutes left. So if there are any other questions that people want to ask us, please let us know. Yeah.
Any slowdown on SellerAmp for RA with BQool now loading as part of that? Not that we've seen.
Nope.
They've built it so it won't. So
yeah. One good from Scott and Nikki right there. Where do the existing customers enter these codes? Yeah, so if you're an existing monthly user, you can upgrade to the annual plans and take advantage of those discounts, Scott.
And where do they enter those codes? Just pop it over to support.
Yep. Support at SellerAmp.com.
Support at SellerAmp.com.
Will there be a replay? Yeah, Tino, you can just it'll be up for replay, and you can scroll back like on the ticker at the bottom, basically.
And yeah, Gina was that the same Gina that was asking if there's a bundle? Not a bundle, but we do have those promo codes.
Yeah, we got the little bit of a deal for you right now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Okay.
There's still a lot of people on the live stream, or big shout out.
They're hanging on.
Thank
you, everybody.
There's a lot of people who are here.
Especially anybody who's
late on
east
a
of
Wednesday.
America.
Yeah.
It's really late. It's really late if you're east of America. Oof. Good for you. Thank you. We're flattered.
I think I saw a couple.
here's a
I think I saw a
question.
couple UK earlier, so that
Yeah,
they're up real late.
Yeah, seriously.
So can I use this if I'm only a $25 user? Yes. SellerAmp and BQool, we don't discriminate. We don't charge you extra when your sales go up.
Yep.
And you can keep the BQool plan forever. Yeah. So
you can use it when you're in your free trial. I mean, yeah. You don't have to even be a paying customer. You can use it during your trial.
Yeah, and if
Give it a
you've
test
watched this late in the live stream and you aren't yet using reprice or you aren't yet using SellerAmp, you clearly care enough where it makes sense to try it for $0. you know what I mean, right? So give it a go. I mean, it's not going to hurt, right? Absolutely. And just getting deeper into the space, right, and absorbing lots of content from the BQool channel, from the SellerAmp channel, from my channel, from Fields of Profit, right? Following other Amazon stars in the community, it's only going to benefit you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So make sure to follow us. Yeah, make sure to follow. And there's going to be a lot of tips, tutorials, a lot of different scenarios that we're going to be posting as well. Like we didn't go into all the different scenarios because there's so many. But we showed you the most common ones, the most popular ones. Yeah. So yeah, this is great. Yeah. And then if you have more questions, you can just email them to support@bqool.com. or support@selleramp.com. And if you want to get better, like as a seller, then you can also join Miles and Warner's Discord group. and then take their course. And then I heard you guys are launching something tomorrow. Like, is that still going on?
Yep.
What's
Yep.
happening?
So
What's
we've
happening?
been working on a project for a year, and we're revealing it tomorrow. Only early access, only during the launch party, actually. So you can join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you can get early access, a special discount, and a crazy additional offer that goes along with the discount. And the way you can register for that, anyone who's interested, it's a free launch party. It's go.thefbaroadmap.com/launch. That's go.thefbaroadmap.com.
Yeah, we've been hard at work building some tools, but we're helping y'all's tools get even better this week for sure. So we got the integration
perfectly
tonight.
with the
Yeah,
tools we're talking about. Today.
It'll play very nicely with all this kind
Oh,
of stuff.
Samuel, that's a big mystery, Samuel.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
Might have
like
to tune
the
in.
Born. Yeah,
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, of course.
Fortnite.
Mark. Cool.
Yeah,
We
and then
love
so
SellerAmp. Yeah, get on that.
this is great. Yeah,
That's
we
awesome.
love SellerAmp. Yeah,
We
up,
love
Mark?
this is
you.
great.
That's another
Fantastic.
young sourcer right there.
Yeah,
That's
that's a few
three person squad right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yep. The product pepper in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, shout out. Thank you, Mark, for enjoying
Mark?
this.
Got
Oh,
an
wait, this
FBM
is a question from Miles and Warner here. Yeah.
When you sourcing FBM, should you bake shipping cost into price or price without shipping, or price with shipping included? So you should source with shipping included using the SellerAmp FBM calculator, but it's typically optimal to do free shipping on Amazon when you're selling the product. If you look at any listing that FBM sellers are on, they typically are just matching the FBA price with free shipping, but you don't pay those FBA fees, so it ends up being right around the same cost typically.
Yep.
Well, I think we've got to the top of the hour, and then
Sweet.
I wanted to do this. Like, it seems a little corny, but like, can I do like the ending I wanted to end?
Yeah, please.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
People need it.
So,
Not everyone
Be
is in Miami.
cool. Yeah, so I want everyone to remember this. Like BQool, SellerAmp, and then better together.
Better
Yeah.
together.
All right, there we
All
go. Yeah, so yeah, we look forward to seeing all of you guys. Thank you for joining our live
for joining,
stream.
everybody.
Make sure to follow us, and
Thanks, everybody.
especially follow my account as well, because they have more followers. Like this one right here, BQool Samuel. Yeah.
BQool
I have a lot
Samuel.
of interesting
Check 'em out.
content. I'm gonna plug that in, but definitely follow SellerAmp, Miles, and Warner. Yeah, definitely for all these tips.
Awesome.
And you're really gonna elevate your game. Yeah. So thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
coming out,
Thank you,
y'all.
everyone.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks, everybody.
Sounds good.
Happy sourcing.
Appreciate it.